it take a week to count it. Then I'm back up, name the place and we back up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and ain't my last one. Oh, I had to get back up, I had to get back up. I can't take no off, you better call back up. Don't really need down to finish, I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty.
On a pretty gray and hazy day here in Southern California, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Los Angeles. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Here we go. Nice play. No gain on this defense. No gain.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That good for 22 and a first down. From the 50, it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. After the sack on first down, Goff. Complete, it's Johnson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, Foxtrot. Foxtrot. Watch the gun.
From the gun on third down, gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
On first down, Avery gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big pickup of 38.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Trubisky now off the bootleg. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll try the left side. Avery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Trubisky to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Fate, leverage. You start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And he gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Goff looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Goff. And this is Gabriel on the catch. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
At their own 28-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards.
17-0 our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score Lions 17, Rams nothing.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Gone. This is caught, it's Cooks. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down LA.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
At the 42-yard line.
Come on, 180.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From just shy of midfield, Goff throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They were looking for Johnson that time, and now it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
I'm coming after you. Joker. Now you won.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Call. And that's complete to Cooks. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
I'm coming. Kill. Maverick.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got it. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Watch twist. Check. Value 1. Switch it.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here? And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll try the left side. Avery, and he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. They don't get it all back there, but they do get 8, and it sets up a 3rd and 15.
Stop your running.
On 3rd down, Avery, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
Crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now a pass hauled in downfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll get him down right around the 16. On 2nd and 9. Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Goff on 3rd down. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood! 58's the mark! 58's the mark!
Now Trubisky to throw. Oh, he stays up, able to power through, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On 1st down, it's gone. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Goff now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Check, 59, 59.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Mike's 59, Mike's 59.
Now Goff. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it's going to be 2nd down. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll try the left side. Avery, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready? Lock in, lock in. That's the way. Switch.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Trubisky will throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Goff now looking to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Goff now looks to throw. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. 20! And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. On the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Here's Trubisky. He's got a man. It's Williams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll keep it on the ground. Avery. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Check, 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 check!
On 2nd down, Johnson. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 20-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now it's Trubisky. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
76, tell him. 76.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's got some space here. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 67 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 39 yards there, a big one. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
On first down, Trubisky. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So now Trubisky will lead his guys to the line. They'll go for 2 here. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That one complete to Anderson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's gone. And that one's complete to Gurley.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Gone. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Aaron Lynch. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll run on first down. Avery. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunched. Productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Avery, and he'll be brought down, losing. Back at the 40.
That's it, baby.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Get up! 180!
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Move, move.
Let's go. It's a long day for you. 58's the money. 58's the money. Hey, get.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hey.
Now on 2nd and 16. Trubisky. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down, L.A.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here we go. 180! 76, tell him. 76. 76.
Check. 59. Yeah.
On 1st down, gone. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They begin the drive with Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Detroit. 65 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Darius Slay with a pick. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for the Lions. 53 yards. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and goal, Trubisky. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Hey, Orbit.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
From his goal line here, Goff. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Right here, right here.
14. Go.
They can't hang with us. 59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. You just won.
Hey, live.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my. He pulled it in. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Gabriel out on the left side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Shell. Hey, shell.
You go tight. You got tight.
DC.
Goff going to throw it. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Zerline connects on the extra point. A final score now from Denver. The Broncos, they're continuing to pour it on. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Goff. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great.